Okay, with that all being said, I understand why you might give me like a cartel complex over here. Just how I carry myself around. I've had to. I was taught how to hotwire a car to get home at 13, how to drive. Um, Actually, I had got diagnosed with PTSD by the time I was 16. Either way, um, you know, uh, that's the funny part though is you guys want to talk about a story where you had to walk uphill in the snow 5 miles to get to school? Yeah. Alright, I did that too. True story. And then I had to learn how to hotwire the freaking car, this big old truck, and drive it. And it was a big stick shift in that fucking snow to go relocate my family when they'd go missing. I'd be like, where the hell? I'm home from school. Where the hell is my family at? And so, like, one day I took the damn car out of the driveway and I was like, I can get through that gorge, that Virgin Gorge down there. And I was like, I know where I'm at now, don't worry. And then I stole that car after I landed there on a Greyhound. And I fucking took off and got to the reservation. And I get pulled over by the one I call my padre. And I'm like, how'd you know it was me? Oh, what gave me away? And he's like, the way you hit the brake lights, Rachel. I could see you flashing all over the place. Either way, I drove a stick shift to get there. I could drive better than... I was 14 years old, but somehow I fucking made it. Hell and high water. God, it sure beat what you were fucking doing to me. Well, that's the other fun part. So, that's what happened. So, you put me and my best friend together, right? I told you we stood up to the pervert. We started... And they were locking us up for this shit, right? And then it got to the point where we just grew up around it. We're like, okay, we got to deal with fucking dudes who want to fuck us, right? And there's some really sad parts in there, like losing, my best friend walks in and finds her dad dead. Okay, so like we went through some really fucking hard shit. And during that part, during these parts, and even trying to become young mothers and trying to fill a void, and not having the right footing in place anymore to do it. So there were some kinks we had to work out, but I think we did a decent job.